But anyway, that's it. That's all. I'm not gonna.
That's all you got?
What
do I say now? I had a fun time at McGooby's Joke House.
You know what's so funny? When we did the live cast first of all. We haven't fucking.
We'll cover that in a second. The live cast was exceptional.
I was on stage. I haven't done stand up in so long. When I had to face the fucking crowd, I was like, you were just up there like bang 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 in the beginning, and I was just like, I was fucking at one point, and I was fucking smoking that stupid vape pen. Dude. In the beginning, it took me a second. Thank God you did that story about like fighting the lady in the car. Yeah. Because I was just still up there like,
Really?
On some level, I was still doing my thing, but like,
murdered.
Nah, dude. When I came at first, there were so many times I was like, "Thank God Shane's talking, dude. I'm about to freak the fuck out." But yeah, dude, that was so. I think you definitely stole the live cast stage for sure, in a very good way. There was times where I stopped and went, "Oh yeah, man, this guy's been doing stand up," and I'm like, I could tell this guy's been on the stage, man, because you were bibbing and bopping, dude. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I felt
stand up this week was great. You know what's been funny about like the subconscious coming out?
Yeah,
it comes out pretty hard on stage.
Oh, for sure.
With like if I'm comfortable enough to just start talking, I'll end up saying something pretty fucked up. Like I was up there, I was in Baltimore, and it was going great. Sure. And it was with Big J, so the place was packed. And when Magooby's is packed, it's awesome. Yeah. Like the whole fucking theater is full. And so like middle of my set, I'm just like, well, yeah, my family's fucking falling apart right now. Like in the middle of this, I'm just like, and then everybody's faking on Instagram like their lives don't suck. Everybody here's life sucks. Everybody here's life sucks. Anyway, and then just back to stand up, like just a moment of like, because the last couple of days, have been tough. So it's like, just in one moment, I was just like, yep, life sucks unless you're dumb. Then you're just sitting around like, oh, at least the Ravens won. It's like your life is garbage. These people, like, I could see old people getting upset. Like people started to be like, oh.
Well, that sucks. If you're that old, I'd be so pleased to hear people start talking about.
That was another thing that was so funny. That's what I said. There's an old dude in the front. Him and his wife hadn't really been laughing.
Sure.
And I was like, yeah, he's mad because I'm not telling him he's old.
Yeah.
I'm up here just discovering that life sucks. He's sitting there like, yeah, dude. Obviously.
Distract me,
just
please.
Make fun of your dick. Like, obviously life sucks. I've known this for 40 years.
He didn't crack at that?
And then when I got to 69 Your Dad at the end, he was like, oh, and he slapped the table.
He needed
it. was
dude.
So funny.
God damn.
And then what was really
He probably
great,
called his son and was like, son,
you got to hear this. Fucking.
I got to tell you this.
So these two dudes, these two old dudes, stage right, that I kept making. Sorry, I can't believe I said stage right.
Dude, sorry, I'm still thinking of that kid like gripping his son's arm on his deathbed and being like, what would you rather do?
Yeah, you gotta hear this fucking thing. These two dudes to the right, these old dudes, and I kept making fun of the one guy looked like my dad.
Yeah.
So when I finally did that, I was like, I'll bring you up here and fucking suck your dick, dude. Like this old dude, I was talking about sucking his dick, and then I was like, all right, see you guys, gotta get out of here. And then Jay goes on, and he does a lot of crowd work, and it turned out these two old dudes were gay dudes. These two old dudes to the right that were dying during my jokes, that I was like, why are you guys so cool for old dudes? And then they were gay. They were both married to women before.
That's fucking awesome,
dude. They had kids.
God damn.
And then they just got married. These two old dudes got married for the last 2 years. And what was really great...
What was the build you're talking on them? They were big boys?
They were, like... Jay's joke before he found out they were gay, he was like, who's running the tow truck company if you guys are here? Like, they looked like that.
Damn.
It was crazy.
That's awesome, dude.
And they were old.
God damn, dude. Yo, they probably party with boys, dude.
It was.
You think Kells?
That was one of Jay's first questions, and then he was, and then when they were talking about his marriage, I don't want to. I mean, this is all crowd work, so it's not really ruining his material. He was like, "Did you like after you guys got married? He's like, you guys fuck that night?" He's like, did you guys fuck? And they're like, well, I don't know. I don't want to say. He's like, did you put him in the basket of your hover round and carry him through the threshold after your wedding? Like, the basket of his old scooter. It was so funny. But what was the best part? Dude. The best part was when they were like, we're gay. We just got married. Because Magooby's is usually split between half white, half black audience. Black tables went nuts.
Did they really?
They were laughing. They thought it was the funniest thing in the world that these were two old gay dudes. It was so funny. Because then it was like you wanted to be like, all right, settle down. Yeah, like, all of a sudden you're like a teacher, like, all right, calm down in the back, please.
Oh my God.
There's nothing funny about these two guys being in love.
So they were just like, yo!
Yeah. They're like, what the fuck? Like, it was so funny.
God, dude.
Yeah.
Well, especially like you're talking to him. No one had any idea.
No one knew. I thought I was the one being crazy, being like, get up here, I'll suck your fucking dick
and
right
they
now,
must have
dude.
been dying.
And they were dying laughing, so everyone else was laughing. Thinking like...
So the fact that came
and
out
then
was
they were
just
gay,
like...
and it was like, what?
That's fucking wild. How did that even come up? They're like, no.
Jay was talking to him. He was like, where are your wives?
They're
like, we're married. And it was like, what? What?
Damn.
2 old gay dudes down in Beemore.
You think they were just two, they might have been like 2 married dudes that went out on a double date and saw Chuck and Larry and were like, it's not a bad idea.
Maybe. But I think
they fell in love for real.
And then they started fucking.
Then they started fucking. There was no, what's her name? Who's the hot Jennifer Beal? What was the chick?
Oh, yeah. She was so hot.
Is that Beal?
Chuck and
Am I
Larry.
right?
I don't know if it's Jennifer Beal. I don't think that's Jessica Beal is the name.
Jessica Biel, that's who it was.
But it wasn't her.
It was Beal. It was Beal.
No, it was the blonde chick.
No, it was Beal.
All right.
I know for a fact.
All right.
My boy was real into Jay Beal and was like, oh my God.
Wait, Jessica Biel.
Yeah, she's at one point, she was Justin
She
Timberlake's
gets
ex-wife. She gets dressed and you see her butt.
Fat fucking
She's a
ass.
fat fucking ass, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, that was, I think, is that still Justin Timberlake's wife?
I don't think.
I know Britney Spears cheated on him and broke his heart.
Yeah,
His
with
little
the kid
mouse
from
kid's
MJ.
heart. Huh?
With the
Stop,
dude. The boy dancer from...
That's who Cry Me a River was about?
I believe. This could be up there with the wolf fact I dished out. But I think the one MJ, the hot kid...
Cry me.
Yeah, dude. Which, you know, if Justin Timberlake knew about the kid fucking, that was a
dude.
real... Cry Me a River
Cry
ended up
You
being
a fucking river, dude.
Ether, dude. That ended up being a real mean song.
That was fucking nasty. Like, that was basically a slut shame. JT slut shamed. Me, first of all, shout out to that fucking Australian boy for taking down Britney Spears.
And Michael Jackson.
And, damn.
Wait, yeah, this is.
Holy fuck, this guy is like the
on,
legend. This guy's the Highlander, dude.
I think
that boy's
that's the legend.
That dude only fucks the best.
I think that's what I heard.
Does that dude only fuck the reigning king and queens of pop of his time?
Yeah, I guess.
What?
I mean, this is too much, dude. I shouldn't even be on the air right now.
You shouldn't, dude.
I'm just giving out fake news.
I did this weekend at Bananas.
Yeah.
Just
How was
ate
Nanner?
Ate it. Dude.
What?
It was me in like a hotel lobby of like 40 wops. And they, first off, they do not like getting called wops.
No, dude.
Which is hilarious. I'm like, are you guys really getting upset about this?
What'd they say?
And they were just like, no, we don't care. It's like, you guys are definitely hurt.
Oh my god.
I was like, I thought we could fuck around about it. But anyway.
Dude, I just watched Rocky. His fucking trainer's name is Mick.
Yeah,
He's an
I was
Irish
like,
guy.
you can call me a Mick. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I'll call you, fucking greasy, hook-nosed, disgusting wop piece of shit. It's like, it's funny.
They fucking really
got
got
upset.
butthurt.
This lady,
Really?
dude, I called this lady. I told her she looked like Mike Ditka in the front row. It was fucking over from there. So, well, no, she looked exactly like Mike Ditka.
Oh my god.
She looked
I
exactly.
don't even know what Mike Ditka looks
Dude,
like, man. It's so
she
fucking
looked
fun.
exactly.
I mean, I can picture it, yeah.
Exactly like Mike Ditka. So she's in the front row.
Fuck.
And I got to the bottom of the story. She brought her 3 friends with her. So she was pissed that the show sucked.
Okay.
The show sucked.
How did Connie do?
He did all right, but it was a tough room.
Bunch of Ginzos, dude.
Bunch of fucking old wops that were just like what the fuck? No one wanted to be there.
I still stand by Ginzo de Mayo, dude. Up in the front when I was up in New York.
Hilarious.
Equal people were not feeling it either.
Dude.
I was like, fuck you guys.
So I got on and I asked her, I was like, what's your... Because I saw her, the whole set for O'Connor, she was mean mugging him. And I'm like,
Team
as
just
soon as
lost,
I got
dude.
on stage, I was like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, what is... And she explained what... And I was like, you brought your friends.
Yeah.
You're embarrassed that the show sucks. It's all right.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, who do you like Jeff Dunham, right? And she was like, love him. And I was like, all right, this is not for you.
Oh, that's
This show's not for you.
hilarious.
And then, like, I thought of it. And I remember looking at my phone and seeing where it was.
Sure.
I was like 4 minutes into my set. And I was like, dude, if I say that this woman looks like Mike Ditka, I'm going to ruin this. I still got to do 45 more minutes. And the crowd's going to hate me. But I was like, I was like, listen, this is too funny not to say. And I was like, if you're here, who's coaching the 1985 Chicago Bears? And like one dude was like, ah! One dude got it. No one else knew what I was talking about. The lady wasn't even offended.
Oh, she probably Googled
She
it.
was just like,
How old
but-
was she?
probably like 55, 50.
She wasn't that advanced in her geezerdom where she probably internalized that one. Dude, we told
But I was like, you guys should leave.
55 years and someone tells you look like the 85 Bears football coach.
I was like, you guys should leave.
The worst one, she probably went home and like told her husband. He's like, what do you call you?
Oh, man. She looked like Ditka without the mustache. She had his exact haircut. And she just arms crossed front row. And I was a little drunk. It was the late show. And I was like, why are you here?
She might kill herself, dude.
I hope.
If she's gonna go to everyone she
was
knows,
too
and
dumb.
they're all just gonna be like, they're gonna
was
tell
too
her,
dumb.
she's like, you can believe this, and they're gonna fucking laugh in her face.
She was too dumb to kill herself.
You think so?
Yeah, that was water off a duck. I was like, you look like Mike Ditka. She was like, be funny. I was like, all right.
Oh my god!
I was like, you have no idea how good that joke was,
Oh
lady.
my god! She was that thick.
Yeah, one dude came up afterwards, and he was like, I didn't see her until after the show, like when she was walking out. And he's like, when I saw her, he was crying. Because like when I made the joke, she was in the front row, so he couldn't see her. And then when she walked out, dude, that's how funny it was. 45 minutes later, the guy was like, "Pa!"
Oh my god! So the crowd was one guy laughed. And you gotta just be like, all right.
I had to just power through
Dude,
it.
I made fun of a lady's gear clothes one time, and
You can't hurt a lady's
I
feelings.
did like a 20-minute.
People hate you.
Dude, I did like a 20-minute set a while ago in like a pizza place in New Jersey. And I was like, who the fuck dressed you? And I started making fun of this lady's clothes. Dude, I think I was like, nice Sinbad shirt, dude. This fucking crowd went silent. Everyone turned on me. And I've been like backing and forth with everybody.
Yeah.
As soon as I trashed this lady's gear, she instantly got sad and the crowd just got silent on me. And I was like,
My bad.
it's the same. I had a couple of minutes left. I was like, fuck.
Oh, see, this was the beginning of a headlining
She was
set.
trashing me. She's like, you're not funny.
Exactly.
I was like, yeah, dude, nice shirt. Where'd you go to get that from Sinbad's closet? I was like, where'd you get that from the Sinbad section at Kohl's? And she was like,
Yeah, that was. I got O'Connor to laugh and some dude.
dude, when old ladies floss, it's fucking sick.
Oh, man.
When they hit 55
This
and
lady
lose
was
their
flossing.
periods.
She was wearing like a cheetah print, like silk.
Dude. Super flashy.
Yeah, it was
I don't
insane.
know what the fuck happens in an old lady's mind when they go through menopause. It's nothing but like fucking like imitation Gucci buttons.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
big
ridiculous.
flowery. Like they peacock hard, dude.
They do, which is
They're
weird.
probably desperately trying to get the D. If you're a chick, you're trying to really get the D. You got to start throwing on like the 1992 like in living color gear.
It's wild. Yeah. So after that, also the fucking club owner before the show. So I'm like, how are tickets? And she's like, light. And I was like, yeah, of course.
What's bananas?
And she was like, yeah, it's nice out. Nobody wants to see stand up. She was like, although I wish I was at St. Louis. They have Mark Maron this weekend. I was like, cool.
Yeah,
I
cool.
wish I was at St. Louis. It's a better club.
Yeah, for real.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't be a club owner and be like, I wish I was at a different club. They have a good headliner. I was like, what the fuck,
I'm
lady?
not a big Marin fan in the first place.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
I guarantee he's not going to say anyone looks like fucking Mike Ditka.
Exactly, dude.
That's worth the price, dude.
Dude, that
I'd rather watch a comic go on stage and fight the audience
big time.
than somebody have like prepared like, and then I said, you're grandma.
Yeah. Or just tell cool like celebrity stories. If I had a guess, that'd be a big one
Yeah,
for the boy.
yeah,
He'd be up there like, yeah, so I was with Chappelle and
yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
The overall though, it was
Calling a
good.
lady a 85 Bears football coach is like, that's something that guy will laugh about for about a week.
Yeah, it was good.
It's fucking
Felt
awesome,
good.
dude. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was nice.
Also, it's like it's a
Oh.
room full of. Do you still feel that when you go do stand up and you're like, again, this is a room full of Italian geezers, and you're like,
Oh, I'm fucked.
Christ.
Well, I got on. Well, the thing is I've been going with like Jay and Dan, where they're like selling out, and
Yeah.
it's fans.
Yeah.
So like I'm no matter what I say, I'm fucking crushing.
yeah.
And then when I have to go do stuff by my own, I get like 3 fans.
What is it with the geezers that just
And
come
then
out?
geezers. Well, in North Jersey, geezers love.
Geezers rule in New
Dude.
Jersey. Yeah.
Also, me and O'Connor went to the Bada Bing
How was that?
from The Sopranos. It was
How-
right around the corner. We went to it.
Was it tight?
Nightmare.
What?
It was horrible. They can't be naked and serve food or something and alcohol. So it was
Who
just
made that rule?
I don't know. It was just fat
So
chicks.
what are they worried
It
about?
was just fat chicks in like bikinis.
It was like Tony. It was just
slowly
like Tony's
dancing.
sister.
Really, it really was, dude. Slowly like no effort, just standing there. I mean, we went at like 2 p.m., but it was still.
Still.
There was also a guy with a full wop geezer standing exactly where Tony stands,
Stop.
just sitting there by himself with like a bracelet on.
I was
I was
about
like,
to say,
this is so pathetic.
that's got to be like what paradise to go in there, dude.
Dude, I had a fucking killer joke last night.
What?
It was fucking, I mean, it was no tomahawk,
Can't
but
even
it was funny because the people I was with were all like, I think I was the only one there without a fucking special. Like, it was all like pretty famous comedians.
This is IRL joke.
Yeah, last night there was a sick ass commercial of like Barry Sanders, Deion Sanders, fucking Peyton Manning. Every NFL player that was like a legend was in this commercial where they were all doing cool shit. And then at the very end, it gets tossed to a little girl. Like, so whoever, like LT got the ball and he was running, and then Ed Reed tackled him. So it was everybody's strength against whoever it was. Like Peyton Manning threw a pass, or Joe Montana threw a pass intercepted by Deion Sanders. Like, it was whoever's counter it was.
Gotcha.
And the ball got to a lady. And that's when it kind of stopped. But I was like, dude, how sick would it be if OJ came out and cut her fucking head off? He was the answer to women. But
What happened to the lady? She ran in for scored touchdown?
I think it was something about women are strong.
Nice.
Yeah, there was a couple
awesome.
of those commercials.
Dude, that was something funny.
Hold on. It was funny. Like, if I said something funny, like 2 or 3 people would be like, yeah, that was funny.
That's hilarious.
But the whole room would be like, all right, who is this guy?
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That shit that's so weird.
The hierarchy. No, they were all cool, but like,
No, I know. People
it's
are cool.
definitely there.
But there is the fucking...
And then if like a big dog said, like if Michelle Wolf made a joke, everyone was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's so
But
fucking weird.
Yeah, obviously she's great.
But I'm
I
telling
talk
you.
shit.
That's...
Oh, I got another one. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, please.
Ishmael Lofty came to the stand. He's a friend of mine
I
now.
only know A-listers.
He's
Will Smith?
He's an M-lister, dude. He's a fucking muzz, dude.
What?
He's one of Mekki. He's boys with Mekki
He's
and
from
Ahmed.
Mech Squad.
Yeah. He was out in L.A. and now he's in New York working on Hassan Minaj's show.
Really?
And then he came. I was hanging out with him on Saturday.
What's he up
And
to?
I was like, how's work going? Because I know he's working on Hassan's show.
Sure.
He's like, yeah, it's good. I was like, do you like it? He was like, yeah. I was like, I saw a couple episodes. I thought it was pretty good. He was like, I listen to your podcast. I was like, you know how I feel then. I
What did he
fucking
say?
hate that shit. We just laughed about it. I was like, pretty much
That's
when I lived in
hilarious,
Philly,
dude.
I was pretty angry about everything with comedy as far as, I was like, the reason no one's picking me is because I'm a straight white guy,
Sure.
which has some merit. But as soon as I moved, I was just like, oh, it's because I lived in Philly.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, I also think fucking
A little bit of both.
sucks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
I just like that. I don't hate
that,
hate
like,
the guy.
social justice comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
just
stinks.
fucking lame.
It does stink. And Hassan's like a very punchable fucking dude when you watch him on that.
Yeah.
But if they were like, do you want to work for us? I'd be like, yeah.
I would take it, of course.
Of course.
I would take money for whatever. It is. It
was funny though. I was like, "How's it going working with Hassan's show?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's good." I was like, "Oh yeah, I saw a couple episodes. It's pretty cool."
And
He's
he
like,
was
"I
just
listen
like-
to your podcast." I was like,
Was he laughing or was he like, "Dude, get the
knew it
fuck
was
out of
funny.
here"?
Yeah. It was funny. He came to hang out with me.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's sick.
yeah.
You gotta let him know, dude. Where you're like, well,
I was always worried about that with Ahmed listening to it.
You think he's gonna run to fucking?
No, not telling us, but like we were shitting on like Muslim comedy.
This fucking sucks.
I know. I agree.
If I was doing Christian comedy, people would be like, dude, this guy.
You should do Christian comedy.
I should do clean Christian comedy.
Clean
dude.
pagan comedy. Dude.
Pagan comedy doesn't have to be clean.
Really?
Fuck no, dude.
Why not?
They revel in the reality of life, dude. If I were to be like, I'm so fucking fertile.
You're like a religious hipster, dude.
What's that?
Like as far as like, you guys don't even know the real religions.
Crazy ass shit.
It's funny how gay I feel about talking about those chicks.
Why?
I'm just instantly, I'm just like, I shouldn't have brought that.
That was a fucking hilarious story.
I
That you
sound
thought
like
they
a
were.
fucking dickhead.
Well, you thought there were three comedy babes that were just like, because that is every comedy show. I was like, yeah,
Well, this was also right on the heels, and the funny part of it was I was looking at my phone when she said who they worked
Think
for.
he's gonna get back to her?
And I instantly put my phone down, and I was like, "Oh, well, now I'll respect you." My bad. Like I said that.
What'd you say?
They laughed a little, but I was being a dickhead. I'd just done an audition for this thing. The show was an audition.
Sure.
And the judges were there at a table.
Oh, this wasn't last night.
No,
This
this was
just-
Friday night.
Oh,
Friday night.
So the chances of there was dustry there.
The industry was there.
Yeah, there was dustry.
But then I did the
I thought
the
you walked out of a
judges
random
were
show.
at this table.
Yeah.
And at the end of my set, this guy was like, "Yeah," this guy was laughing real hard. So I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, dude." And then he was like, he just screamed. He was like, "That was fucking hilarious." And for some reason, I pointed at the judges, and I was like, "Yeah, you fucking hear that, dickheads?" That's it for me, guys. That's how I closed it.
Oh my god!
Like as soon as I was like, "Yeah, you hear that, you dickhead?" I was like, "Oh,
fantastic,
fuck,
dude!
What the fuck was that?"
No way, dude! You gotta fucking
Yeah, but it wasn't. I was in the astral realm, dude. I was just floating.
Well, dude,
this guy said that was great. I pointed at the judges. I was like, "You don't fucking judge me, you dickhead," and left.
That's how you do it.
It was crazy. And then I walked outside, and they're like, "Yeah, we booked this show." I was like, "Oh, now I'll give you respect." Like it was crazy.
Damn.
I was being a fucking asshole.
Well, you know, go ahead, Gerbs.
Well, no, go ahead. You go. Then I'll.
This is my latest kick that all I'm reading about, dude, is the unconscious and how like you're really like your waking consciousness is like a sliver of like what your brain's really up to.
That was
so you're up there doing it,
fucking,
and you're just like, oh, "Fuck you guys!" And it's like, dude, that's going on in the background all the time.
That was full on. Like as soon as I said it, I was like, "That wasn't what I meant to say at all." Like I would have never said that.
How the judges liked it.
They liked my set.
How the judges like getting fucking called out.
I don't think they heard it on the first go. Otherwise, they'd be like, "What the fuck was that?"
What was it?
But
judged
they did
for?
tape it. JFL.
Okay.
I mean, that's actually really funny and playful.
It is
in
funny.
in that setting where it's like you hear that, you know, and like I'm sure they kind of laughed.
Yeah, but
So
I
I'm
think
sure you weren't like, "Hear that, you fucking dickhead."
it wasn't like that. I was like, "You hear that, you dickheads?" And I was like, "That's it for me." Like that's what I closed on.
That's hilarious. Whenever someone can step outside of what's going on, like there's people going up like, "Oh, the judges."
Yeah.
If you can like fuck around about the whole thing, that doesn't hurt.
Well, that's what helped me. I was on my way to another show, and
Mm-hmm.
I got a text. They were like, "Can you get to this? There's an extra spot for you on this
Fuck yeah.
audition." But the show started 10 minutes ago. So
you-
what helped was I didn't have any time to prepare.
That's
I
great.
would have spent the whole day being like, "How
Yeah,
can I
man.
get this set
Right.
to 5 minutes?"
True.
This is a 5-minute spot.
Just let it rip.
So then I was able to just show up and be like, "Oh, I'm fucking lucky to be here."
That's the best.
It was easy.
That is
So,
tight.
yeah,
And you
I was
weren't
gonna
ruminating about it all day.
Nothing.
Go ahead, Gerbs.
Yeah. I feel like.
Don't give me. All right, go ahead.
What? Don't give you what?
Nothing. Go.
Rip it, Gerbs.
No.
Nothing.
Rip
Shut
it,
up.
Gerbs.
Just go. Nice top, dude. Just fucking go.
No, I was just going to ask because I feel like, you know, at least for me, I'm trying to figure out how much do you let what other people think of you impact, because it could be debilitating if you're really worried about what other people think. But then again, if you don't care at all, then that's like,
Sure.
you got a network. So especially with your sort of personality and your stand-up, it's an aggressive style of like, so it feels like that's tough to modulate in the moment where
That's what fucked me last night.
Right.
Last night I did give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like when people got upset, I let it fuck up the first 20 minutes of my set.
Yeah, it sucks.
And it was there was a gay dude in the front row that was
been
like
getting that a lot.
offended a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
I could just see him. I could see his face. There was 4 old people
What
like 3 rows
offended him?
back. Yeah, me being like Trump's number one, stuff like. Yeah, but of course I'm kidding.
Right.
I'm on
Is
stage.
Trump attacking gays? He's
Is he
kicking him out,
attacking
huh?
gays?
He's not an ally. Trump's not an ally.
You know what's weird, dude? Like when I go see comedy now, I'm just like, this all fun. Nobody's having fun. Nobody's like fucking
No, man.
joking around, and like then people go up on stage and they tell these jokes that are lame, and then people in the crowd now. Was I telling you about this at Philly's Funniest?
Mm-hmm.
People now make a noise that they think is laughter because no one's like actually laughing at this shit. So they have to make the noise that they think, yeah.
Well,
So people pronounce the H in ha-ha now, which is like fucking weird.
Do you ever do that's really
So somebody tells a bad joke and everybody goes, ha! And you're like, fuck, dude, this is
watched,
weird.
So it's like a comic book, ha. It's like ha ha.
Yeah, it's like a soundboard.
It really is.
Yeah.
I watched this chick's who I'm mutual friends with. Everybody in New York likes this chick. I forget her name. She just did a late night special on Colbert, and that was every laugh.
Taylor
It was-
Tomlinson?
No, but I've seen her. She
Oh,
sounds
were you
like
talking about Emmy Blotnick?
no. It just
I'm
happened.
sorry.
It just happened this week, and the laughs in the audience, and then like you only hear like 3 dudes being like ha ha ha
Yeah.
after every joke, and then it cuts to the crowd. And it's Colbert's studio, and it's a massive audience.
Yeah,
And I'm like, holy fuck, she's bombing.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
If you can hear 3 dudes laughing after every joke in an audience of what, 300?
Because
It's like, holy shit.
Because laughter is accidental. Like
Yes.
you're not supposed like your job is to push someone into laughing. Mm-hmm. They're just like, fuck, I didn't expect that.
Or when someone holds it in, there's like,
Yeah, but when you're like orchestrating this thing and you're like, well, maybe Donald Trump should not be such a racist. And I was like,
Did you ever do stand up in an improv room? I've done stand up and I feel like they're just like watching, like smiling, and they're just waiting, like, should I laugh now? And they're just like waiting for cues when to laugh. And it's
Yeah,
fucking
of course.
weird.
well, they're all fucking weirdos.
Yeah, as I'm saying, it's like that, just but
They're no different. Stand-up's also like improv is people are like, it's worse than stand up. It's like it's all the same shit. There's so many fucking morons that do stand up.
Yeah, for sure. But I've done it in an improv room to where it's like they're just like there with like their their improv friends are doing stand up and they're just like they're not genuinely laughing. They're just waiting.
No.
I think I should laugh now. And it's
Like this is when I laugh.
I don't understand why you get it. Like with stand up, there's so much to talk about and make fun of yourself. Whereas like you don't have to get political, dude. Just talk about your picadillos.
It's also not funny. It's also just not funny. Like
it sucks.
It's you like there's this old interview with Johnny Carson, and it's good. Like Barbara Walters is interviewing him, and she's like, you never talk about politics, and he's like, I always notice that all my colleagues, whenever they start to talk about politics, they become less funny. He was like, you have to turn in a little bit of humor.
Yeah.
Once you start talking about what you like believe in and shit. And I have never ever seen anybody make me laugh with a socially just or politically just statement. It just doesn't make me fucking. It's not funny.
Yeah, it's like
it's not funny.
The point. Sometimes I'll go on stage and say things that are inappropriate. Well, every single thing, but that's the point of it. Like
you want people to laugh
because I know it's a silly thing to say.
Yeah.
So that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
And people will still be like, "That's offensive that you're saying." It's like, yeah, that's why I'm saying it. It's a dumb. I know it's dumb.
Yeah, right.
The only I've seen Chappelle bits that now looking back on it could be geared more towards like SJW stuff, but it was just it was funny about him living in such a nice house. So he doesn't want to call the cops, because the cops will just think he's a black dude like robbing this house.
Yeah.
But he put pictures of himself up here and everything.
Hilarious.
It's funny as fuck. And
So
he
sprinkle some crack on him.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that wasn't like him being like, and then like okay, it was funny.
Well, maybe if the police would stop shooting black people, it's
Yeah.
like that's your fucking punchline.
Yeah, that's the punchline.
How the fuck is that a punchline?
That is the punchline.
Well, it's also like you're a fucking you're some like white lesbian chick from the suburbs. Maybe race relations isn't exactly your fucking topic.
Yeah, right. Your dad's a dentist.
Yeah, dude. Maybe you should just talk about.
Yeah, you don't have student loan. You're fine.
Yeah,
you're fine.
talk
You got that
about
little
it.
fucking.
You guys are getting me fired up.
That fucking,
just
that
in my head,
fucking
just like, God
weed
damn
whacker
it.
haircut and those
Yeah.
Joe Pod
I was
glasses.
talking to a cop recently, and it was funny. They were saying that like they're like now they're like watching.
Wait, you're talking to the cops?
Yeah, I was talking to a cop.
Dude,
Right?
you've been compromised.
Some of my boys are cops. I
You know
might
who
have
owns the cops?
Who?
The CIA.
Hillary.
You're compromised.
Yeah, they
Have
could.
you been fucking dishing out?
I got a fucking jet soon.
You got to get
Yeah.
out of here? All right.
The cop. They're